Stay back.
Hurry, Megan this way. Megan, this way, please.
Megan,
Don't push.
how do you feel about being part of two broken families?
Don't push. Don't push.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing? So here we are again. I know I said I wouldn't speak about anything to do with these two, but only when there was something that was worth saying and calling them out on their many BS lies. And unfortunately, yeah, I think this is another one. And yet another one. And I'm going to show you evidence of why. Yeah, this is another lie that they're sprouting. So we have their cheerleader, Mr. Plastic Fantastic Scooby-Doo, over on Twitter. And I'll throw up some screen images of what he's been saying. So what Mr. Plastic Fantastic is basically saying, last night the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Doria Ragland were involved in a terrifying paparazzi car chase involving 6 blackened out vehicles in a chase that could have been fatal. And they also said that this car chase lasted, this high speed, out of control car chase lasted 2 hours. Now keep that in mind, a high speed car chase downtown Manhattan, 2 hours. And I'm going to prove to you how, yeah, this is our BS. Now, this is a portion here where Scooby-Doo says, the relentless pursuit lasted over 2 hours, resulting in multiple near collisions involving other drivers on the road, pedestrians, and 2 New York police detective officers. While being public figures comes with a level of interest from the public, it should never come at the cost of anyone's safety. Now, we've heard them sprout this before, you know, in the Meghan and Harry mockumentary where they were claiming to be chased by paparazzi, and it was a guy on a Vespa, and you can even like zoom in and there's literally no one there. It's like ghost cars that are literally chasing these two, and it's in their head. Like, literally, they're so paranoid and delusional, it's in their head. And this is a statement they released through Scooby-Doo. He's saying it's from other sources, but we know he's their source. So stop lying, Scooby-Doo. We know that you're the source. So, yeah. Anyway, it's like last night, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Mrs. Ragland were involved in a near catastrophic, that means like they nearly died, car chase. And that, basically, with highly aggressive paparazzi, and as I said before, it lasted 2 hours, and this was, they're saying this could have cost them their lives. Okay, and then we even have Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo's gone on American media, and we all know what they're going to, say this was identical to. They're going to like put they're using Princess bloody Diana again for just to get in the headlines. And these are the ones, these two, remember this, are the ones that leaked his story. Many other celebrities get chased with paparazzi. Look what they did to Britney Spears. But they don't go running to the newspapers to shout it out from the grounds. We know Harry's doing this because of the IPP status for that court case that he's having in London, so we're stuck with our security bill. So here's like almost Scooby. I've only took a screenshot of it, but I just want to show you. So their spokesperson, aka Scooby-Doo, and he retweeted this, so he wants everybody to see. He went on ABC News Live, and this was his quote, I'm really shocked to hear from sources, Scooby-Doo, you're their source. What are you talking about? You're the one that alerted this information out to everybody. You're the source. You're the first person to put this up so people knew about it on your Twitter. You're the source, so shut your goddamn mouth. Anyway, that neither Harry or Meghan had heard from any member of the royal family regarding what had happened, their near catastrophic car chase. So as I'm saying, like, yeah, isn't it disgusting that they've nearly died in this catastrophic car chase that's made up. But yeah, no member of the royal family has like reached out or said anything. Why should they? Why should they reach out and say anything? You just have to look at the Prince and Princess of Wales have been to New York. King Charles has been to New York. I'm very aware that they probably know what the traffic is like in New York and are, I don't know, scratching their chin about this, thinking, this seems awfully familiar. Like, yeah, it doesn't seem like it even matches up. Even the mayor of New York City even said that he didn't believe that this happened for 2 hours.
I would find it hard to believe that there was a 2-hour high-speed chase. That would be, I find it hard to believe, but we will find out the exact duration of it. But if it's 10 minutes, a 10-minute chase is extremely dangerous in New York City. We have a lot of traffic, a lot of movement, a lot of people are using our streets. Any type of high-speed chase that involves something of that nature is inappropriate.
Now, what happened last night is all too familiar to Prince Harry. It was 1997 when Princess Diana was killed in a car chase in Paris after being chased by paparazzi. Prince Harry has been very outspoken about the press and the paparazzi chasing them, which he blames for his mother's death.
And ding, 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 there we have it. They're comparing it to the death of Princess Diana. I mean, it's unbelievable. These two are unbloody believable. That over a 2-hour high-speed chase, they're claiming happened, and it was nearly catastrophic. And obviously, when you use a term like catastrophic, or however you want to say it, that means like near fatal, like someone nearly died, or something like that. To that account, anyway. But I'm going to show you, because even Scooby-Doo said something wrong. He said it happened on the way there, but other people are saying, like, then they've changed their story again and said it happened when they left. Now, I'll put on the screen here, like, where Scooby-Doo said, like, it happened on the route there. So this is from Scooby-Doo's own Twitter, and he said there were numerous photographers, one of them Backred. We all know who uses dial-a-pap, don't we, Megan? We all know. But anyway, the Duke and Duchess found their transport challenging, okay. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex arrived at their destination, and there were no reported collisions, some injuries, or arrests made. So that's Scooby-Doo saying that it happened on the way there, but they got there safely. However, the story's changed again, and they're claiming now it happened after they left. Okay, so let's hear from the taxi driver, because what happened is they arrive in these blacked out vehicles. I'm going to throw the video up, filmed by Backgrid. And then they leave in these vehicles, and for some weird reason, unknowns, like obviously those blacked out window cars are presumably armoured cars, that's where you would stay, and then you would go to a place of safety. You wouldn't just drive around Manhattan, especially when you see how difficult it is to drive around Manhattan. I'm going to show you in a little minute. But they decide to jump into a yellow cab, and they said the chase continued from there. So let's hear from the yellow cab driver himself.
I think, I was crossing on 67th Street, and then the security guard hailed me, and next thing you know, Prince Harry and his wife were hopping into my cab. And as we went a block, we got blocked by a garbage truck, and all of a sudden paparazzis came and started taking pictures. And then they were just about to give me the location where they were gonna go, but then they told me to circle back to the precinct. So we circled back to the precinct. And that's where I dropped them off.
Do you remember where you picked them up?
Yeah, 67th Street between Lex and 3rd by the 19th precinct.
And how were they looking? Like,
Nice
did they
people.
look?
They look nervous. I mean, I think they were being chased the whole day or something. So they were pretty nervous, you know. But the security guard, he was on it.
Did it feel like the paparazzi were being aggressive?
No. They were behind us. I mean, they stayed on top of us. That was pretty much it. There was nothing more, you know. They kept their distance. It's just like journalists, just like everybody else trying to get pictures.
So that's the cab driver. The cab driver whose yellow cab that they jumped into for some weird reason. They left the safety of these SUVs to jump into a yellow cab. I don't get that. It's just like doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And he even says that he was asked were the paparazzi being aggressive. He said no, they stood back. They were taking pictures. You heard what he says. I don't have to repeat it. So let's go. I want to show you what it's actually like, and I've took some clips from some YouTube channels. I'm going to give them credit. The first one, let me put it up. So credit for this clip, it goes to Johnny Azaria, I hope I'm saying that right, TV. And this is a video that he's put up of what it's like to drive around the area of Manhattan that Harry and Meghan claims they were chased. Alright, so I've skipped certain parts of it just so you know. As you can see, I'll get to that near like the ending, but look at all those traffic lights. Every block down in New York, downtown New York, Manhattan area, there's traffic lights. And you'll soon see how impossible it would be to have a high speed car chase in this area for over 2 hours. How impossible it would be. Every single block, look at those traffic lights. Then it will come up, honestly, and you'll see, there's me skipping. He's been stopped at one of those traffic lights. And at night, New York, they don't call New York the city that never sleeps for nothing. At night, it's even busier. And this is during the day, or maybe afternoon, I'm not too sure. But as you can see, very hard to maneuver around other cars, traffic lights galore, very slow, you know. I'm just watching, trying to maneuver into other lanes. Look, even more traffic lights. Every bloody block there is a traffic light. I've never seen a city with so much traffic lights than I have in New York. So I'm going to skip past that so we can kind of get an idea of what it's like to drive around this area. Look, another traffic light. Yeah, you know, look at that traffic, you know, how can you maneuver a high-speed car chase for 2 hours and you know, especially with all the things I'm going at is all the bloody traffic lights at every block. And not to mention that, the amount of traffic that I'm told driving in New York, you're basically... this would probably be classed as a good day to drive in that area, but normally it's bumper to bumper. But there's traffic light, you know, more traffic lights. This guy's stopped again by another traffic light. And this isn't it doesn't take a bloody genius to know that a high-speed James Bond kind of car chase that is near catastrophic. It just couldn't happen in this area because of the traffic lights and of the traffic and the pedestrians. And even the mayor is calling BS on this one. Road works will constantly happen. Yeah. And in a minute, I think I'm going to, like, I realise about all the look, there's another traffic light. It's me skipping more and more in just to show you. Look, there's more traffic lights. Just to show you how hard driving, and this is, and as I said, this would be classed as probably good traffic in New York. And even at that, it's, you're stopped by traffic lights constantly. There's tons of traffic on the road. There is another traffic light, stop. And I'm starting to zoom in on the amount of traffic light. There's another one there. We passed another one. And, oh, whoop-a-doo, he stopped in another traffic light. So how the hell did Meghan and Harry have a over 2 hour high-speed chase in this area? That's unless they were breaking the law and going through traffic lights, because they're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. I think they've made out this worse to be. They've made this out worse than what it was, and someone's even been rang up by the New York Police Department and said that they knew nothing about this event. That maybe they were sworn by some paparazzi getting pictures, but a high-speed traffic event for over 2 hours that was near catastrophic. They knew nothing about it. Absolutely nothing about it. There's more, and this is just me emphasising that you cannot drive a block without hitting a traffic light. More I mean, look, just there's a dude stopped again. You know, can't get very far in downtown New York without being stuck by either pedestrians crossing the road, other traffic, and especially because of the amount of traffic lights. See, every block. And that's why these cars are driving slower, because they know that they could get to the end of this block and that traffic light, this one says go, but the next one could be red. There's another traffic light, more traffic lights, more, more traffic lights. And here he's going to get stuck in one. Or he's just caught the tail end. Or is he going to be stuck in it? Is it going to go red? Let's find out. It looks as though, that one's went to green now, so they're able to go. But look at the speed of how that traffic's going. It's like crawling along. Oh, he's stopped. He's got stopped. It's went to red. So this just points out that a 2 hour chase in the area of Manhattan, in which they claimed it happened, it couldn't have happened. It just couldn't have. Not one, because of the amount of traffic, two, because of the amount of traffic lights, and how busy it is in that area. And we even heard from the taxi driver, we heard from the mayor. Like, they're talking rubbish, and the reason they're doing this is for sympathy. And they think like that nobody's ever, people don't research their lies. At this point, it's like some people's full-time job. But they think that, like, we're not going to, and we know that they're doing this for sympathy. We know Harry's got that court case going on in the UK, so he can get IPP status, so we're on the hook for his security costs. So when he's in America, Americans are on the hook for his security costs. And then to use, because we've seen the news report doing it, to use the fact that of the way your mother died is disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Anyway, that I'm going to go now. Obviously, I hate covering anything to do with these two. I'm trying to draw my channel away from it. But I did say I would cover anything that they do that, that they're basically BSing us on. But I'm still doing final editing touches on my conspiracy Paul McCartney video. So that should be up in the next couple of days. Please hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified for when that video is uploaded. I love you all so much, and I will be back soon. Thank you. Bye.